What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over and talking about our top 10 power forwards right now in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, here's the situation. Guys that are on my center list won't be on the power forward list. Guys who are on the small forward list aren't going to be on the power forward list. So I don't want anybody saying, well, what about Pink Diamond LeBron James? It's on the small forward list. And before you continue watching, if you haven't watched that, make sure to go watch that. Get some of your best cards in the game, whether you're balling on a budget, whether you do have the best team in the game, does not matter. Now here's the situation, guys. Top 10, most of these cards are going to be expensive, but still, I do like doing this for us. We're going to start off at my number 10. The card that I used to use, and I actually still do like, that is Diamond Cliff Robinson. 84,000 coins right now for Cliff Robinson. You actually can get this one who has 5 Hall of Famers with Posterizer Interceptor. Oh my gosh, he's got hold up, what has he got? Interceptor and Pogo Stick on Hall of Fame, fully badged hollow for 95. Look, I don't like Cliff Robinson's stats enough to buy this card, but that's actually not the worst situation. He's just overpriced right now, in my opinion. Not worth the 70 or 90, whatever thousand coins he is. That's the problem. But a base Cliff Robinson still is okay if he does settle for like 50,000 coins. Solid. Good standing dunk, driving dunk. 3-ball is too low. Rebounding's okay. Speed's a little too low. He's good, just not great in my team. And especially when this next guy at number 9 is going to come in, there's no reason for you guys to buy Cliff Robinson whatsoever. At number 9, we're plugging in Shareef Abdur-Rahim. I'm not going to talk about my Shareef because he is fully badged up. And if you do have a fully badged Shareef, he should look like this. 26 gold badges. My Shareef is an absolute stud. Yes, Shareef's going to be better with badges, but he's good in general. 83 speed, 85 driving dunk, 83 ball handle, good block steal, decent perimeter, decent interior, good speed. The thing about Shareef is he can go out there and compete. And that's all I'm asking out of Shareef. I'm not asking for him to be the best card in the game. Goes out there, gives you a lot on the basketball court. 6'9". I personally play him at the power forward position. I felt like when I got Shareef, I didn't green that many shots with him, but as I've been running Shareef more and more, the more shots I've started to green. If you're in need of a power forward, he is the card on this list I'd recommend picking up. Probably best value-wise in the entire game. All of our budget cards are no longer budget anymore, and that kind of stinks. At my number 8, we've got to talk about a gem of the game. This one is going to be Amethyst LaMarcus Aldridge, if I can find him and plug him in here. I don't know, he might be better at the center position, but I think he's agile enough to run the 4, 74 speed, decent interior perimeter, decent rebounder. I probably would like him at the center position more. He probably wouldn't make my top 10 centers, so why not plug him in here? Thing about Aldridge is, does have a good 3-ball, badge-wise really solid, does deserve to be in this top 10. The problem with LaMarcus Aldridge is he's just too expensive. You cannot say he's worth 100,000 coins because he's not. Card is solid, not worth 100,000 coins. That's my opinion on LaMarcus Aldridge. I do think he's better than a guy like Cliff Robinson, but for 100,000 coins, I would never, ever, 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 ever run LaMarcus Aldridge. And hopefully that's clear. I would never run LaMarcus Aldridge. I would never run LaMarcus Aldridge. I would never run it for 100,000 coins. At my number 7, we have another Amethyst Gems of the game. It's Nenê. Nobody is talking about Nenê, but when I'm looking at this card, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's incredible. 6'11", 73 ball, a little low, good standing dunk, driving dunk. Look at the defense. 80 block, 84 interior, good rebounder, 78 speed, Hall of Fame brick wall, 12 gold badges as well. I like Nenê. Nobody's talking about him. Problem is, he's 100,000 coins. Not worth it, guys. Not worth it. 100,000 coins is just too much to spend on a guy like Nenê. Like, if you want to run Nenê, do what you got to do. But I'm telling you right now, 100,000 coins is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely not worth it. So, do what you got to do. But Nenê is not worth the pickup in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now to my number 6. And at number 6, we're plugging in full throttle Carlos Boozer. The reason I'm plugging in Carlos Boozer first and foremost is because of his release. Has one of the best releases in the entire game. Also, guys, rebounding is important, and Carlos Boozer is an incredibly good rebounder. Bad part about Carlos Boozer is, if you get him on the perimeter, it's yikes. Bad speed, not good perimeter D. Badge-wise, Carlos Boozer is absolutely elite, though. I think the best way to do, or the best thing to do would be with Carlos Boozer is run him, put him on like your opposing center, and then have your center be like an agile guy that can move around a little bit. So for example, Jeff Ruland, right? I think he's primarily a center, but he's going to move around on the perimeter better than a guy like Carlos Boozer. And that's kind of the way I would trend with Carlos Boozer. But at the 4 is really good. Release-wise, incredibly good. Rebounding-wise, incredibly good. And he's not going to get mashed at all on the interior. And that is super important. Carlos Boozer is still overpriced, though. Not worth over 100,000 coins in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. At my number 5, we're plugging in another Amethyst Gems of the Game card. This one, Aaron Gordon. Now, for Aaron Gordon, this one's fully badged for 92,000 coins. Do I want him? Do I not want him? It's kind of a tough situation. I think Aaron Gordon is extremely good. I don't even hate this card, fully badged for 92,000 coins. The tough part comes with, is his price going to go down? And I think it might, but I do not mind Aaron Gordon whatsoever for 92,000 coins fully badged. This one's got my attention for sure, guys, because I think it's tough to find cards that are fully badged, and if you can end up saving lots of coins in the game. I think the question has to become for me with Aaron Gordon is, how long is Aaron Gordon going to play for me? And is he worth the upgrade over a guy like Amethyst LeBron James, which I think Aaron Gordon probably is. So I might pick up this Aaron Gordon card. I just hate spending coins early on in the game, but I don't mind this Amethyst Gems of the Game Aaron Gordon whatsoever. I just know we're going to get better and better cards as time does go on. So if you can get this Amethyst Gems of the Game Aaron Gordon for like 92,000 coins, I don't think it is the worst opportunity for you guys. I'm just really hesitant. He has an extra Hall of Famer. I didn't even peep that right away. Posterizer and post lockdown. If it is posterizer, I was going to say I might have to pick it up. But it is, since it is post lockdown, I'm not like super thrilled about it. It is a helpful badge though. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. I'm kind of, stumped on this Aaron Gordon card. I think it could be a good value card, although I am hesitant on him. But this card is absolutely elite. Can shoot the ball, can play defense. Aaron Gordon is a stud in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. At my number 4, we're plugging in another Ami Gems of the Game card. This one, Clifford Robinson. And you guys might be like, wait, we already talked about Cliff Robinson. No, it was Cliff Robinson, guys. We did not talk about Clifford Robinson, who is elite on this game. Another Ami, I do believe, Gems of the Game. I got to find where he's at here. But when you think about Clifford Robinson, he is your best maybe defensive player at this tier in the entire game. I mean, great interior, good perimeter, good rebounder, 79 speed. There's nothing that this card can't do. He is absolutely incredible. 2 Hall of Famers, post lockdown, off ball pass. Just such a complete card in this game. If this card was 100,000 coins, I would think about picking him up. He is that good in the game. Definitely a card that you can pick up and have just a ton of success with right now in the game. Again, just be kind of careful because there's none up, so I don't know how rare these Ami Gems of the Game cards are going to be and how long they're going to be so rare. But again, just keep an eye on it, because even for me in this Aaron Gordon card, I kind of want him, kind of don't want him. I'm kind of, in that in-between stage. I might end up picking him up. At my number 3, we're plugging in the Season 1 Draymond Green. Now, here's the situation for Draymond Green. This card is really good. Is he worth the price? It's the question of the day. The thing about me is, like, I would much rather spend 150,000 on Draymond Green than picking up Aaron Gordon for like 100,000 coins. And that's what I need to keep in the back of my mind is we're going to continue to get better and better cards, better and better power forwards. So there's no reason for me to go buy that Aaron Gordon when a guy like Draymond Green is going to be that much better. 84 3-ball, 86 ball handle, defensively just an absolute menace. That's the one thing about Draymond Green is his defense is so elite. You guys can see the Hall of Fame badges as well. Draymond Green, it's not going to get much better than you. Like, genuinely, he is so good on this game. Only 6'6" at the 4. Do wish he was maybe slightly taller, but again, if you can find Draymond Green, even with maybe a couple extra Hall of Famers, that could help him out just that slightly more defensively. Not these. Handles for days is not a good badge. But if you can find like a Draymond that is fully badged up, definitely a card that is going to be one of your best power forwards in the entire game. Coming in at my number 2, we're going to plug in Derrick Coleman, 92 3-ball, 85 standing driving dunk. But defensively, I think Derrick Coleman is underrated. I don't think it gets talked about enough how good Derrick Coleman is on that side of the ball. 100,000 coins, he's going to go for probably 250 close to. But with how good he is defensively, I can't blame whoever's buying this card. Like, he is that good in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM right now. Again, I don't know if I'd spend 250 on him, but for 100,000 coins or 150, he is an absolute buy right now in this game. Coming in as my number 1 power forward, and honestly, it's not even close, Pink Diamond Karl Malone. This is by far and away your best power forward in the game, and again, it's really not close. You look at this card, 6'9", 82 3-ball, 90 standing dunk drive, 95 driving dunk, great defensively, good rebounder, 89 speed, badge-wise, elite as well. Karl Malone is your best power forward in the game, has a good release. There's just no flaws in the card. And that's the one thing right now that I will say is like, pink diamonds right now are so hard to get. These cards are ridiculously expensive, but they're good. Like, they're good. Karl Malone is going to be your best power forward in the game for our foreseeable future. Outside of like Kareem. Obviously, if you have Kareem, you can run him at the 4. He's going to be on my center list, but he is absolutely elite. So what I would say is this, guys, budget-wise, it's tough at the power forward position. And even Draymond Green, he is going to be expensive. And it's kind of why I'm thinking about getting this Aaron Gordon card, because it's like, I mean, for me right now, I need all the budget-ish guys I can get. But I got to keep in the back of my mind, like 92,000 coins isn't a budget option. That's not a budget option. It's not even an option that I really like, especially when I think this Shareef is just as good as Aaron Gordon, basically. So that's what I always got to keep in the back of my mind is budget options are always going to be better than, you know, spending up for a guy you're not certain on. And that's kind of where I'm at with things right now. Always, 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 guys, save your MT, snipe, work the auction house, but do not give in to 2K, guys. What they want you to do is buy some of these expensive cards that genuinely right now just are not worth it. I'm not super hype about the content drop coming tomorrow, so we'll see what happens, but don't be afraid to spend some of your coins, you know, tonight into tomorrow if you guys aren't a fan of the content drop either. That's gonna wrap it up for our video, guys. Drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.